Okay, explain this to me. We've got anime adaptations of Manhwa that feel like budget mobile game ads. And yet, the greatest estate developer? This chaotic, hilarious, 4D chess-playing masterpiece still doesn't have an anime? Like, bro, this isn't just some average isekai with a sword-wielding protagonist and a recycled Chosen One plot. This manhwa gives us an MC who doesn't rely on magic or combat. He uses infrastructure. This is a world where building bridges is a boss battle. Blueprints are the true power-ups, and the protagonist is basically Bob the Builder, but with a PhD in gaslighting and urban development. Imagine turning a wasteland into a cash machine with just a few engineering tricks. That's my guy Lloyd for you. So today, let's break down why the greatest estate developer not only deserves an anime, but could straight up carry the whole genre if done right. So, we kick things off with Suho Kim, your average overworked civil engineering student. No magic, no swords, just a guy who's tired, broke, and has a caffeine addiction. But then, boom, he gets transported to another world, and now he's Lloyd Frontera, a noble who's poor, lazy, and hated by everyone. But here's the kicker. Lloyd doesn't go the usual route. No, instead of swinging a sword or leveling up with magic, he's out here planning infrastructure. His superpowers? Urban development, water purification, and civil engineering. The dude uses his real-world knowledge to rebuild this medieval world, and he does it in a way no one expects. And get this, he's not doing it for the greater good. Nah, my guy's here to get rich, gain influence, and outsmart the corrupt nobility using paperwork and well-timed urban development. He's a capitalist gremlin, and oh boy, I'm living for it. All right, here's why the greatest estate developer is built way different than your average isekai. Lloyd doesn't win by swinging swords or throwing fireballs. Nah, he wins by using spreadsheets and city planning. And somehow, it's actually hype. This man literally weaponizes civil engineering. While other characters are out here training with swords and chanting spells, Lloyd's in his workshop scheming with flowcharts, cost estimates, and supply chain hacks. And the wild part? It works. He turns broke villages into economic powerhouses, scams corrupt nobles legally, and walks out richer every time. My guy's building an empire one bridge at a time. But he's not just smart, he's strategic. He'll act like a complete idiot just to make people lower their guard, and then hit them with an economic nuke. He's the definition of playing dumb to play you. And the best part? He knows exactly what he's doing. Every plan is a layered setup. Every move sets up the next 5. Watching Lloyd operate is like watching a villain speedrun capitalism, and somehow we're all rooting for him. It's brains over brawn, gaslighting over sword fights, and every win feels earned. He's not OP because of fate. He's OP because he's smarter than literally everyone around him. Real quick, if you're vibing with this video so far, hit that subscribe button because none of you are subscribed. It seriously helps the channel, and I've got way more manhwa and anime takes on the way. Alright, back to Lloyd scamming his way into becoming the Jeff Bezos of fantasy kingdoms. Now let's talk about the actual comedy in this series. Because the greatest estate developer isn't just smart, it's unhinged in the best possible way. Lloyd is one of the most shameless protagonists I've ever seen. He'll fake injuries, cry on cue, gaslight the hell out of anyone in power, and then flip the entire conversation to get what he wants. He's like if Saul Goodman got an engineering degree and started designing castles instead of defending criminals. And the reactions from the cast? Pure gold. You've got Javier, the straight-laced sword guy, constantly losing his mind trying to understand Lloyd's chaos. It's that perfect genius idiot plus serious sidekick dynamic, and it never gets old. Every chapter feels like a mix between a TED Talk and a circus act. One minute you're learning about medieval water systems, the next minute Lloyd's selling snake oil to a noble and making bank. It's chaotic neutral energy, engineered to be funny, but still super smart. And somehow, it all works. It's not forced comedy. It flows naturally from the characters and their wild situations. You're laughing, but you're also invested, because behind every gag is a smart move that pushes the story forward. So now the big question, why does this need an anime adaptation like yesterday? First off, the visual potential is crazy. Imagine watching Lloyd pull off a 10-step master plan in real time, while the animation cuts between the chaos he's causing and the blueprint that started it all. Animated facial expressions? Instant meme material? The sheer drama of him dramatically unrolling a scroll like he's dropping a nuke? That deserves Sakuga. Then there's the tone. This manhwa balances wild humor with genuinely clever writing, and a good anime studio could crank that up to 11. Think Mob Psycho levels of controlled chaos with The Devil is a Part-Timer style comedy and character dynamics. Plus, the world building is begging for animation. The contrast between trashy noble mansions and Lloyd's modernized upgrades? That glow-up hits different in color. It also has massive cross-market appeal. Isekai fans, comedy lovers, strategy nerds, even slice-of-life heads can get something out of it. It's niche, but not too niche. A good anime would bring in casuals and diehards alike. And let's be real, an OP protagonist who fights using logic and building permits? That's so weirdly fresh, it's kind of iconic. Now let's talk about the fan base, because the people who read this manhwa, they're obsessed. The comments are filled with readers treating Lloyd like he's their toxic best friend they can't stop rooting for. Every time he scams someone, people are in the replies like, "That's my boy." It already has that cult classic energy, but give it an anime and it could go mainstream overnight. It's got the bingeability of Solo Leveling, the humor of Konosuba, and the brains of Death Note, but make it real estate. There's also so much room for creative adaptation. A good studio could expand on scenes, make the scams even more dramatic, or lean into that over-the-top comedy with some fire direction. It's the kind of series that thrives when voice acting, animation, and music bring out the chaos and brilliance of every move Lloyd makes. All it needs is the right push, and anime is that push. So yeah, The Greatest Estate Developer isn't just a fun read, it's a whole experience. It flips the isekai formula, gives us a main character who gaslights his way to greatness, and proves that civil engineering can be as hype as sword fights if the writing slaps hard enough. This is one of those manhwa that could hit so different as an anime. It's got the brains, the humor, the chaos, and the kind of energy that turns casual viewers into instant fans. We're talking memes, edits, quote-worthy lines. This thing's built for the timeline. So if any anime studios are watching this, listen, put down the 57th isekai about a vending machine or farming sim. Give Lloyd Frontera a mic and a studio. Because this man isn't just building houses, he's building a legacy. Now hit that like button if you're with the cause. And hey, who knows, maybe we'll manifest this anime into existence.